Okay, let's see what we got here. And we are live. So, as usual, we'll just wait a few minutes until we get some people in. And today we will be looking at some WWE Motu Universe figures, or Masters of the WWE Universe figures. And got a few that I want to open up that I haven't opened up. This is I got wave 6, I think. And then I am waiting for wave 7 to be released. We'll get more into that a little bit later. And as well as wave 8, which surprisingly has been spotted by a friend of mine earlier today. Hey, Dondi, what's going on? How's it going? Looks like you had a nice trip today. You bought some good goodies. So looking forward to your video or videos of that. So, but not doing so much today. Just enjoying my one day off, and it's kind of a spur of the moment type deal. Decided on about an hour ago that I was going to go live and talk about these. Excuse me. I just drank me a Dr. Pepper, so a little burpy, I guess. But anyways, yeah, this wasn't really planned out or anything. It was just kind of a spur of the moment about an hour ago or so. I figured, why not? Not doing anything. So, but anyways, how have you been? I think let's look at the. All right. Let's see what else we got here. Figured I'd try this out in the not the selfie mode, but the front mode. See how it works. I think the last time I did something like this was a couple of years ago. But anyways. But what y'all see right here in front of you is pretty much the whole collection. And I was able to get, I think I got the Gray Skull ring with John Cena and Triple H, Terror Claws Triple H. This one right there. I think I was able to get that one on clearance. I'm not sure. Either I paid full price or I got it on clearance. But the Snake Mountain ring that came with Hulk Hogan and Stone Cold, pay a little bit more than what I wanted, but I'm glad I did, because I don't think they're producing anymore, and it was originally a Walmart online exclusive, and I missed the pre-order at the time when it came out back in 2020, I think. And earlier this year, I was able to get one. So worked out. I think I paid like $10 over retail. That included shipping and everything, but it worked out. So finally happy to have this come to full circle, because I wasn't sure if I was going to even get the Snake Mountain ring, but I'm glad I did. So let's see. I'm trying to adjust my lighting here. But anyways, so how's everybody going that's watching in or tuning in? Hope everybody's doing well. But I will go over some of these figures with y'all, so that way. So essentially, pretty much the Masters of the WWE Universe is essentially characters from the past and present, wrestlers that have taken up on the He-Man universe characters. So it's just like a clash of different franchises, I guess, or properties that were able to come together and uh, form this whole different universe in one. So I think that's a really cool concept. I remember when I think it was, I don't know if it was a PowerCon at the time in 2019 or if it was, it might have been PowerCon or was it San Diego Comic Con in 2019 when they first introduced these figures for their new lineup. And I was just like, "Yep, I am all in." And I think the only ones they showed was um, the Gray Skull ring set with Cena and Terra Claus, Triple H, in the whole Series One with Sting and Ultimate Warrior, Faker John Cena, and I think there, or maybe he was Series Two. I can't remember, but yeah, that's all they showed, and I think they did show Series Two at PowerCon in 2019. But but yeah, when I saw them, I told myself, "Yep, I'm all in. I have to get these because one, I am a He-Man fan, and two, I'm a WWE fan, a wrestling fan. So just be able to have those two properties combined into one universe is pretty cool. It's not to say that they haven't done that before, because they've done it with or Mattel has done it with the Ghostbusters and WWE, and they've also, uh, I think they did it with somebody else too. I can't remember, but I know that Ghostbusters property they did it with. Oh yeah, they joined together with Ninja Turtles. The WWE did, so they had like all four turtles in two different series to portray different characters, from WWE. So that was really cool. I don't have any of those, uh, but I think this one's the best one so far. And I am surprised it has lasted as long as it did. I was expecting maybe 2 or 3 waves or series, but the fact that it's lasted to about 8 series is amazing in itself. When they still got like a tons of other characters they could have tackled, but I don't know why at the end of the run they decided to give up on at after series 8, and it's only got 3 characters, and one is a retool and another one is just pretty much a repaint, and then they only have one new character, which is crazy. It's like that's kind of a low note to end on. You figure they would have to end it on a high note. So I don't know what the decision was, why they gave up on it. I'm pretty sure there's a reason for it, but kind of sucks, to be honest. But at the same time, I'm happy that they was able to uh, put out as much as they did with the character selections, because I know that I listened to an interview. I want to say it was on the Major Figure podcast, and they were talking about. I think they were going over Series 6, and it was a Series 6 or Series 5. And they were talking about how they were noticing that towards the end that they were getting more legends than they were new characters, like the new wrestlers. And the simple fact that they saw that the legends sold more than the newer wrestlers did. So that's why they decided to go that route and just include the legends instead of newer wrestlers. So, which is good. You got to go where the business is booming, or it does better, should I say. But anyways, let's see. Not very many people in the chat today. But that's what happens when it's kind of a spur of the moment type deal. You're not going to get very many people watching, you know. But like I said before, if I get one person watching, then I'm happy. Just wait a few more minutes before I start opening stuff up. And I did pull out a few, some of my Savage Land figures, kind of compare the two. I am a little upset because of the simple fact that one of my creatures saddle broke. I don't know if it broke because it was the way it was I had it packed in, or I don't know if it was broke because the plastic is that brittle. More likely because the plastic is brittle as it is. And but the Joker creature right here, I noticed that when it just came off easily and that broke right there. So, but it wasn't like it was smashed in or anything. It was just sitting at the bottom. You know, I had it sitting like this and everything was around it. So, but I'm guessing over time, the brittleness of the plastic. Of course, Funko wasn't well known for using the most durable plastic, so I guess I shouldn't be too surprised, but it still sucks nevertheless. But I'm still going to use it. If anything, I'll probably just cut this part off, you know, or just kind of undo this. Or just leave it as is, I guess. But either way, it still works, you know, it's still a saddle. It's not going to be as sturdy as it would if it was still attached to it. But it is all good. It is what it is. All right. Every time I do one of these live chat, I always watch it back, see how the sound is and how the audio is. I don't always have the best audio equipment and stuff or the best lighting, so I do that to make sure if it's worth continuing to do these live chats. And maybe it's just because of the day I select, because like I tell people, I'm only able to do it on Sundays because that's the only time I really have off, guaranteed, you know, and it's probably during the time of day that I'm doing it. Looks like we've been going on for 13 minutes and still, I think I only had one viewer, and that's it. Maybe it's the subject matter. I don't know. But anyways, so let's go ahead and get started because I don't want to be sitting here. Or maybe I can just do this another time. Maybe I think this is very trying to get some things together. I did bring out some DC Primal Age. Hey Nathan, what's up? Thanks for joining. Just trying to get this live stream going. I don't know. Maybe it's probably. Hey Dragonheart. Oh, that's fine. I hope you don't mind me just calling you Dragonheart because I can't really pronounce your YouTube name. And since you're a huge fan of Dragonheart, I figured when you hop on, I'll just call you Dragonheart from here on out. Yeah, I love the WW Mo2, and yeah, Monster Man. I got two of them. I got both of them. This is the one. This is when he takes after the battle damage He-Man. I know at first when people when they bought this, including myself, there was an argument. Well, I wouldn't say an argument, but we all felt that this was the Man at Arms version because of the knee pads or the pads and the mace that he has and stuff and the helmet, and we all thought, yep, that's the Man at Arms. And then come to find out, the next wave of Wave 7, the actual Man at Arms will be Sergeant Slaughter with the chest piece and all that fun stuff. So technically, I guess this isn't the Man at Arms, but we just call it that because of the simple fact that the way he looks and stuff. But if you really want to be real, this is basically the battle damage He-Man. But like I said, we just make an exception for it to be Man at Arms, because of the look. And I do have the NWO Macho Man. Trying to fix his ear. I have his little mace right here. It's a lot smaller than the actual mace that the original Man at Arms, or not Man at Arms, but the original Macho Man came with, because that one came from the Mo2 Classics. So here is the Hordak version, and the armor piece and everything. So the Horde, as they would call it, the Horde World Order. So we got the villain and the hero. So battle damage He-Man takes place, and then the Hordak version of it. So each figure I'll go through, and we'll figure out which character it took place after, Hey, Sleeping, what's going on? Hope everything's going well for you, sir. Nathan said, I have Wave 7 on pre-order and hoping Wave 8 comes out soon. Yes, I actually have a buddy of mine who actually found the Trapjaw Steve Austin from Wave 8, and he hid it for me. And so I'm hoping to find it soon. I plan to go out this evening, but I don't know if I am or not. So hopefully I can get out tomorrow and see if it's still there. which is surprisingly, because of the simple fact that Wave 7 hasn't hit the stores yet, but Wave 8 did. And so I just think that's a little odd. But unless if they're just holding back on Wave 7 for Christmas time, and probably will be released probably around the end of October, early November. They'll probably all have it all in the back in the storage, and then just keeping it until it's around that time for them to let all that loose, so they could have stuff to sell for Christmas. That's just my guess, though. Dragonheart said, Marilyn Manson figure. No, I don't have one of those. That'd be cool to have. I remember watching Marilyn Manson. I know this is off topic, but since you mentioned him, um, I did go see him in concert one year back in the late 90s. I think I want to say 99 or 2000. I can't remember. Uh, when he was here in Dallas, Texas. And wow, that you talk about a spectacular show. I mean, just the show itself with all the props and the stage and everything was just incredible. I think it was the Mechanical Animals tour. I think that's what it was called. And and but yeah, I can remember that was like it was a pretty awesome experience. Haven't seen him live again since then, and I don't really know what he's doing these days, to be honest. But I know back then, um, when he was really big, you know, that was a concert that was pretty amazing. Nathan said, "I have seen a couple of people online pick up all of Wave 8." Really? Oh, that's cool. Um, I'm not particularly too fond of Wave 8 because the only new character they have is China, and she's the Shebra of the bunch, and it is fitting. I think that's a perfect character for her for this particular universe. And who else do they have? Yeah, they got the Trap Jaw, Steve Austin, which I think is a little odd, because simple fact is I don't think the Trap Jaw character fits um, Stone Cold, because you have right here, you have the him as a rattlesnake. He's one of the snake men, and it's fitting for his character. It sucks that we're not getting a Randy Orton, because that would round out the Snake Man line for the WWE Motu. If we got in the Viper Randy Orton gimmick for this line, that would have been cool. That's a perfect fit right there. And also in Wave 8, we will be getting a repaint of Rey Mysterio as Stratos. Why? I have no idea. I really don't know, unless if it's something about it that I'm missing as to the reason why, because I think the Stratos character for the new one, I want to say it plays off of I can't even think. But anyways, I think he's fully clothed in the front, like he's got like a shirt on, and then his little rocket pack. You know, it's just essentially the same character, but like a different paint job. So I think that's just a bummer how we would get another repaint. If you're going to do another Rey Mysterio, make him another character. Uh, make him an Orko or something. Hell, I don't know. but but yeah, just to have another Stratos, that doesn't seem right, to be honest. Um, but like I said, I think the Trap Jaw character, that doesn't fit Steve Austin at all. The snake, this is perfect. Trap Jaw should have went with somebody else, to somebody else. Yeah, I'm just not a fan of Wave 8, to be honest. Like the only character I really want to get is um China. You know, I'll probably even I'll get the Trap Jaw version of Steve Austin, but I think I'll just pass on the Rey Mysterio one. It's just it just sucks that it went out that way. If anything, they shouldn't have released those three aside from China. They should have just skipped the Steve Austin and Rey Mysterio. and just let China have her own wave, you know. And yeah, yeah, I don't know. I probably just end up getting Rey Mysterio anyways, just to have it. Even though I don't want him, but just like you, trying to be a completist, you know. But anyways, let's go ahead and open up our first character from wave 6. So the first character we got is Stephanie McMahon, the evil $1 billion skull princess. So if you give me a second, so that way I can cut her loose. A quick question, Nathan: Do you throw away your card backs? Because I keep all my card backs, depending on what it is. I know all of my vintage ones that I open, I keep them, and then some modern. Like if it's like a box or something that I know I'm not going to be able to need or use, then I just throw it away. Like when I open up all my Jurassic World stuff, I throw away those boxes. I have no need for them. But stuff like this, like for the Motu WWE, I keep the card backs mainly because, you know, I keep them for the artwork like that and stuff. That's really cool. You know, that's worth saving. And then of course, you know, you got to keep the comic books. Somebody asked me a while back, like how do I open my packages and keep them in pretty good shape. I just cut around easily. You just got to know where to cut at the bottom. But it looks like I just cut into the comic book a little bit. Not too bad. It's like, I think that's like my second time that's happened to me, where I cut into the comic book. Like I said, not too bad. News. I cut more into it than I thought I did. All right, so yeah, I cut into the comic book a little bit. Yeah, it's all good. As long as you're still able to open it and read it. Oh, why is it still glued together? Huh. That looks cool. You gotta love that artwork. Oh yeah. I like just by glancing at. Hey RV, what's going on? I just decided to come up here live and just chit chat about these figures that I got in front of me. You know, wasn't planned or anything, just kind of spur of the moment type deal. So thanks for joining. Even if it's just for a few minutes, you know, appreciate everybody that stops by and just even say hello. You know, that's something in itself. So, oh, let's see. Oh, by the way, thanks for all those who checked out my toy room, my first official toy tour. Wasn't much because, you know, like I mentioned in the video that, you know, half of it was sitting on the floor and I moved everything out to clean. And and so I just figured I'd just do a quick door room tour of what I had that was available. That's putting up on the shelves. All right. Nathan said all the comic books. I'm just missing the Wave 1 Ultimate Warrior comic book. All right, Nathan. You too, man. Thanks for stopping by. Appreciate it. And RV says nothing wrong with play day. Nope, there's nothing wrong with play day. So, but yeah, this is the $1 Billion Princess Stephanie McMahon, who takes after Eva Lynn. So that was a good choice character for her. So take a look at that. Looks like she's missing a little bit of paint right there on the side of her helmet, but it's not as noticeable unless if you're just like really looking at it. So I don't have an Evil Lynn, so I can't really do a side-by-side comparisons. But if you know what she looks like, you would know that this is pretty much she takes after. So other than that, I don't really see anything that's really wrong with her as far as paint goes. Maybe just a little bit on the side right there. But yeah. Cool. So let's go ahead and open up her accessories real quick. They really do take these little bags and they make sure that nothing comes out, which is good. So I can appreciate that. Alright, let's finally get this little bag open to get our little scepter and mask out. So here's our little scepter there. Hey Simon, thanks for joining. No, not much, just wanting to come on here and just talk about and show off some WWF Masters of the Universe figures, just opening up wave 6 that I've been sitting on for a while. There's her helmet. So it looks like on mine, looks like I got some paint on the side of it, which is unfortunate, but hey, it is what it is. It's in a piece of plastic, so how are you gonna tell, right? So I guess that paint that was supposed to be on her side of her face probably just got on here. But anyways, so let's see. Looks like there is some notches right there where it just pegs in right there in those holes. Oops. Dropped her mask. So just peg it in right there. There we go. And we can just have her hold her staff. Might be needs to be held a little higher, but it's all good. Put it right there with Triple H, King of Kings. So there you go. There is Stephanie McMahon, the Skull Queen. Glad to finally add her. Going through the chat real quick. What's going on with you, Simon? How you been? Hope everything's all as well. You've been watching AEW as of late. I watched the I wouldn't say review, but the highlights of Rampage. It was pretty good, pretty decent. The tag team match between Lance Archer and um, Suzuki against Moxley and Kingston was pretty good. They did a lot. They did a lot better job selling as they did before when they had that one match when Moxley versus Suzuki at 1-on-1. That match was pretty bad because nobody sold anything, and it was just an ugly match in general. I didn't like it, But the tag team match was good. It made up for it. But if you go out there and you know better, you've been around the business that long, you're not selling if you know selling any offense or anything, then what's the point? You might as well not have that match at all. But it has some good as well. It has some bad. Yeah, I get it. But here in America, not a lot of people are uh, used to that. So, hey, Brad, what's going on? Thanks for showing up. Appreciate it. I'll just coming on here a little bit and just showing off and opening up some WWE Motu. Just felt like coming in like a random thing in the morning. In the morning, in the evening, just a random thing. Wasn't planned or nothing. It was just figured just come on here and just talk wrestling and WWE Masters of the Universe, But I appreciate y'all coming on. But Simon, overall, oh, what? They never had him over there in the UK for real? Really? Find that interesting. I know they're real big in Canada. I think Canada gets all of these before we do. Because I remember they got a lot of these stuff before we even get a couple waves, and they'd have like the first 2-3 waves, and we just barely get one. I know that wave 6, the one I'm currently opening, they had it like a year before we even got wave 5. Brad, I think this was just an online exclusive, a Walmart app exclusive. And yeah, it sucks it wasn't sold in stores because I know a lot of people wanted it. I know that in 2020, around the summertime, pre-orders went up for it, and I think everybody got theirs like probably around October, November that year. And I missed a pre-order, and I was able to get it earlier this year. I think back in late January, early February, and just weeks before I was able to get it. Weeks before it stopped selling, it sold out. Paid $70 for it, but that's because of it was $10 over retail at the time, plus shipping and handling, and made it like $70. So technically, it's like what, $50. You get a ring, and then which is what, 20, and then the two figures are 15 each, so $50. Yeah, that's about right. But when I got mine was like $10 over retail, and then when I purchased it, plus the shipping and all that fun stuff, it came out to be $70. Now, is it worth $70? I guess it all depends on if you're a completist or not, and if you really wanted this set. But it was worth it to me, so I had to have it. And plus, I wanted the Hogan and the Steve Austin figure too. So it was like the only way you can get it, and it sucks that they discontinued this line after Wave 8, and you won't be able to get this particular Hogan or Steve Austin. You'll get the Trap Jaw Steve Austin, but not the Snake Man Steve Austin. But yeah, this Hogan takes after the Flying Fist He-Man, mainly because of the how the armor is and stuff. So it's very cool. So they pretty much had all the He-Mans, well, except for maybe one, I think. Because, Hogan is the Flying Fist He-Man of the bunch. Then Macho Man is the battle damage He-Man, and then John Cena is like the regular He-Man, and then Seth Rollins is um, Wondar, you know, Wondar Man. And then this Ultimate Warrior here takes place after the is pretty much the Barbarian He-Man. So I think that's all of them. I think, correct me if I'm wrong, I think that's all the uh, iterations of He-Man as far as the toy line goes, I guess. Let's see. See what's going on in the chat. Okay, Brad said, I don't need the ring, but my brother is trying to complete this line and he's missing that one. Hopefully someday I can find it for him. Yeah, I hope so too. Hopefully he'll be able to complete that line. Yeah, I'm pretty much completist for most of my stuff if I'm able to have access for it. And if I do have like some loose figures, I always try to make sure I get the accessories for it, if I can. But yeah, I'm still anxiously awaiting the Wave 7 to hit stores. All right, let's go ahead and open up the next figure, and that would be the Goldberg, the heroic human jackhammer. So let's start off by cutting at the bottom. And of course, judging by the armor and everything, you pretty much know that Goldberg is the Ram Man of the bunch. So hopefully I'm able to cut around the comic book this time and not through it like I did with Stephanie's. I think she's the second comic book that I accidentally cut through. Let's see. All right. So let me see if I can get this out without tearing it. All right. I was able to get the comic book out in one piece. Now I'm just trying to get the rest of the figure out. All right. I was able to do that successfully. Got one little piece that's snagged. And there we go. All right, so we got our Goldberg out. Get his accessories out. Let's see if we can't get our Goldberg loose. There we go. All right. Now this Goldberg looks really good. Looks exactly like him. Looks like the funny thing about these figures is whether it's the Mattel Elites or these, it's hard to get the beards right. It's like they keep missing a spot or two. But overall, great looking figure. Let's see. Trying to. I don't think there is. Oh, yep, there it is. Yeah, you can. You can unhook these and just take off his shoulder pad. Now you have an actual Goldberg wrestler. So it's really cool. It's just That face sculpt right there. It looks like they captured the beard for the most part. Not too bad. So, at least they got that part right. Now, if you can just take our Stone Cold and see, you can tell up there on his goatee, it's a little crooked. And they're missing the little side right there a little bit. So it's like one side is thicker than the other. Yeah, like I remember when they had the Grayskull rings at the the 2-pack figures Grayskull ring. I had to look through like maybe a dozen of them just because I wanted to get one with Triple H's beard was correct, because a lot of them were just like sloppy, just looking ugly. It's like some of them were missing paint on his beard and stuff. Like he had to have a beard. All right, let's see. This is comic book. It's like Spearing the Ultimate Warrior. There we go. That was good. This artwork's amazing. I always liked the fact that they always had these snake dudes. That'd be cool if we were able to get them, and that'd be a fun little 2-pack to have, which we'll probably will never receive. So, good stuff. So here's his little bag of accessories, and yeah, they take these things really good. Let's go ahead and try to rip this bag open and get his helmet and his little axe. Alright, so we got his accessories. Here's his helmet. Oh, there we go. Now that looks cool. Reminds me of the movie Gladiator. The helmet. And here is his axe. So we got ourselves a Ram Man. Now that's nice. That's what I'm talking about. Too bad he doesn't have that hopping gimmick where you can just squat him and then he'll jump. I don't know if you remember, I think it was WrestleMania 21 when WrestleMania Goes Hollywood. They had all the wrestlers and personalities doing promos from different movies, and Stone Cold had the Gladiator helmet. That's what it reminds me of. So there we go. Yeah. Looks good. Let's go to the chat. Brad says, I ended up with about half of the Motu WWE figures in my collection. I cherry picked this line. Only got the ones I really wanted. Heck yeah. That's why you're supposed to do it. Unless if you're a completist. So, yeah, I really do like this Goldberg. It fits, the Ram Man character fits him very well, And really, really, really like it a lot. I got the Ultimate Warrior back there. So, all right, let's do another one. And this time we will be taking a look at the Kane Demonic Red Machine. So, there we go. So this is pretty much takes after Roboto. I do have a vintage Roboto that was gifted to me from one of my best friends, Daryl. Rest in power. He is no longer with us. And it was his childhood toy. It was complete. And he's had it since day one, I think. And it was gifted to me because he knew that I would take very good care of it. And I forgot to grab him. But that's okay. Trying to cut Kane out so I don't ruin the comic book. There we go. Figured out how to cut this without damaging the comic book before I cut the whole figure out. So, let's see, trying to. For some reason, Kane does not want to come out. And I keep all my card backs, so I don't want to just like straight rip them off the card. Okay, that was fairly easy the second time around. Always that one piece that I always get snagged on. Alright, finally got Kane out. Alright. That's pretty cool. I do like that. That card back art right there. I've seen some people when they collect these, whether it's the Origins or this, they like to just cut this part out and just keep the card art. I've even seen people like frame this stuff. Oh yeah, Kane figure looks amazing. So so as you can tell, he takes after Roberto. I'm about to say Roberto, since he did. Roboto. All right. Got all his little plastic ties all still snagged on his arms. Wow, this Kane figure, just have him in hand, is very cool. Fortunately, I don't think that's supposed to be that way, but it looks like this hand is a little warped. Don't think it's supposed to be that way. Maybe it's supposed to be like that. For some reason, it's all bent in. Too bad it didn't have that little swaying punching action, like, yo. But anyways, translucent hair, that looks pretty cool. Hellfire and brimstone. You can tell this is mechanics. So it looks like these are the Roboto arms, and they just cast it in red plastic, just judging by that. But I could be wrong. I don't have the Origins or my original with me, so I couldn't tell you if that's the actual Origins Roboto arm, and they just cast it in plastic. That's probably his legs right here. This is probably his legs, and they just painted that detail right there on it. So, very awesome figure. So I really like that. I like the fact that he still has that ankle, the thigh swivel, not thigh swivel, but um, the shin swivel. This is your ankle pivot right here, but yet that still stays the same, but it's still moving around. I have an extra. See, I have an extra Kane figure. I'm hoping I can put the red arms on my extra vintage Roberto. Why do I keep wanting to say Roberto? Roboto. Still tripping over that. The hand looks like that. All right, let's go ahead and take a look at his accessories right here. And the thing about doing now, since I did my room tour video, I've pretty much seen what I've have on display on my shelves. For those who have watched it, I think about maybe just doing these live videos and just discussing and talking about all my other stuff that y'all didn't see that I have that was just sitting on the floor. So that way y'all can see other aspects of my collection without having to wait for another room tour once I get display showing. I think y'all will probably enjoy that more. Just like I'm doing right here, since y'all didn't see my Motu WWE collection setup, I figured just go ahead and bring them all out and do a live video and just go over these things with you. I think that'd be better till otherwise. All right, so we got this gun with the blast effect, which is really cool. So I really like that a lot. Let's go ahead and pop this off. It came off rather easily. Didn't even have to struggle with that. And then just pop that on up there. That's awesome. How cool is that? Seriously, Mattel, you need to continue on with this line because, like I said, I don't know what happened as to why you're discontinuing this, but you produce characters like this. I mean, I don't know how well your sales have been, but I think, there's still plenty of characters for y'all to do. So let's go ahead and bring out the Undertaker. Scare Glow Taker. I like the fact that they use the Triclops armor as part of the gimmick for a Scare Glow Taker. So he's got Triclops armor with Scarecrow gimmick. So there you go. The two brothers of destruction. Kane, the demonic machine, red machine. Then you got the Taker. So cool. Go ahead. There. We'll put Kane over here. Let's move Demon Balor. Put Kane up here. Why is it taking me forever to get these guys in here? He's the only character that I don't know what he's modeled after. Maybe he's just a made-up character. just because of the demon gimmick. But I don't ever recall anybody having this piece of armor. I love the demon character and everything, but what? I guess you could say Beast Man, but I don't know. But you got Braun Strowman back there as the actual Beast Man gimmick. The only thing that I didn't like about that one is the fact that he's got those claws, and Beast Man didn't have claws. And he had that whip. So, yeah, I'm still puzzled over what gimmick this is, but I'm guessing it has to be Beast Man or there's something made up. Whatever it is, it's cool. I like this, you know. I like the fact that you're able to take this off too and just have them. And the funny thing is that they discontinued the Motu stuff, but they decided to use the same Origins bodies to make up another line for WWF figures. So, I don't know. It's weird. I never did get a chance to look at this comic book real quick. It's very cool. That's awesome. All right. We got one more figure to open, and I think that would be it for the stream after we go over this one. Try not to go too long, you know. Anyways, this is the last figure I will be opening up. And this is the Ultimate Warrior, the heroic champion of WWE Eternia. All right, so let me go ahead and open the Warrior out of his packaging. Let's see if I cut her. Ooh. Almost didn't make it. Did cut a little bit in it, but not too bad. Well, never mind. Looks like I already did slice a little bit of it. I tried. Oh, maybe I didn't. I thought I did. Well, maybe I did. I don't know. But it's not as noticeable as if you're really looking at it. But here is the comic book. Too bad we can't get one of these for this line. You know how awesome they, if WWE Origins actually did make these two creatures for the line, I would most definitely get them. Most definitely would get them. All right. Trying to open up the Warrior out of his packaging. Always that one piece that always struggling. Sorry about the shaky cam. Why is this thing taped? I don't get it. Maybe it's just the way I cut this thing. But anyways, here is the Ultimate Warrior, and here is his accessory. Trying to cut this out. All right. There we go. Got him out of the packaging. He's a hefty figure, I'll have to admit. Especially when you got the cape. That cape is what kind of makes it even more heavier. And that is the only accessory that he comes with, is this cape. All right. So let's take a look at the card art. So here is the card art for this. So that'd be cool to get a little rocket ship for him. So here is his cape piece. So basically, this Ultimate Warrior is based off his WCW gimmick. That's when the twisty ties all in his arm. So, like I was saying, this figure is based off his WCW gimmick, the One Warrior Nation. You could tell just by his attire and everything, and what One Warrior Nation stood for. So this cape of his is soft, pliable plastic, and looks like wings. So I know it's supposed to be like fur and stuff, but the way they had it all like that. So it's gonna be a little warped, I guess. Let's go ahead and pop this off and put this cape on. Some people will probably like it, some people probably won't. But the thing is, with his cape, it's not going to be the best fitted thing because of thickness and because of his hair. So if you want to have it on him, you may. But just keep in mind, it's not going to be the most sturdiest thing in the world because of its rubber plastic. Because it's heavy, it's thick. You know, it's not the most durable thing in the world. So unless if you just want to remove that and just have him have the cape on, as you can see, even I'm having a hard time getting it on there. And it doesn't really sit all that well either. So yeah. Now, if you just want to have them just with the cape on, that might be better. But as far as having both with his armor, no, it's not going to go over so well, to be honest. So depending on your preference and if you're able to get it, you know, you could probably soften it up a little bit and let it fold down some, but to me, I mean, it's cool and all, but it's going to take some work to get this on. So, but yeah, here's One Warrior Nation with the Barbarian Ultimate Warrior with his WrestleMania 6 attire. So there you go. Same head sculpt, just different paint, different hair color and paint and all that stuff. So Yeah. All right. Let's take a look at the comments one more time. Okay. Brad says, it is weird that they are stopping the line because they have constantly sold out in my area. It's cool that they've teased the Motu dinosaurs on that comic. It'd be super cool if they released it in Motu Origins line since the vintage was so hard to find and very pricey. Yeah, I would love if they Brad, if they do that, I would most definitely get them because you know me, I'm a dinosaur fan and all, and it would just fit right into my collection in with all these, and I think it would be amazing. But watch it be like some kind of con exclusive or something, a PowerCon exclusive like next year or something. They would do something like that. But anyways, well, guys, I think I am going to call it a night. And thanks to everybody that has joined me in this live stream, whether it's just stopping by to say hello and watching for a couple of seconds or a couple of minutes. I do appreciate that. And not gonna lie, I did almost shut the live stream down soon because I think I was going on like 20 minutes and I didn't have like maybe one person stop by and I didn't have any views for the long time. So I just figured maybe it was just a bad time that I came on. But then right when I thought that's when everybody started to pile in. So I guess that's what happens when I do stuff spur of the moment. But anyways, I'll try to plan it better. Like I said, this was just kind of a spur of the moment type deal. It wasn't anything planned, so that way I can just give y'all a heads up, and that way I can give y'all a heads up, and so that way y'all can plan better. So that's on me, not you guys. That's what I get for doing something last minute. But anyways, guys, again, thanks for stopping by. I appreciate it. Thanks, Brad. Thanks, Sleeping. Thanks, Simon. Thanks, RV and Nathan. And thank you, Dragonheart, for stopping by. And thanks, Dondi, for saying hello. And appreciate it. And it's more than I can ask for. Whether it's just 1 view, 2 views, or 4 views, hey, it's better than nothing. But anyways, guys, always remember, buy what you love and not what you like, because if you buy what you like, you will always end up getting rid of it. And I will catch y'all later.